Thank you so much. This question goes first to Adam. Adam, this is going to go to all three of you, but to Adam first, are there any changes to education that you feel are needed in Hopkinton today? And if so, what are they and why?
Sure. It's a fantastic, timely question. I think that curricular changes need to be developed where, we have more of a focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion throughout our curriculum. As a college educator, that's one of the things that I need to ensure when I submit a curriculum that my syllabus clearly can point to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Those factors need to be there. And at the college, we actually have a graduation competency with diversity, equity, and inclusion. So that's what I think, it starts, our marathon motto, it all starts here. Truly those students that are going to go on for further education, it does truly all start at this table.
Ashley, same question to you. Thank you, Adam. Same question to you, Ashley. Are there any changes to the education that you feel are needed in Hopkinton? If so, what are they and why?
So I certainly think the special education challenges that were highlighted this past winter are worth taking a look at. I do think that the school committee is on the right path in bridging that relationship with CPAC, and I commend CPAC for their advocacy for those special education learners and the other community members that stood up and advocated for them. I think that should really be looked at. I think as the growth population expands, we're going to have a need for more special education teachers. We're going to have a higher demand for special education students. And I think that's something that shouldn't be ignored and really should be looked at. I also think diversity, along with what Adam has said about diversity, I think diversity, equity, and inclusion is also something that should be looked at our school. Our diversity has changed, especially in the last 10 years. And I think it's good. I think diversity is a wonderful gift for our students, and they're able to learn and grow together. And the world is diverse, and I think having a diverse population in our school better equips our children for their life outside of Hopkinton.
Thank you. Susan, are there any changes to education that you feel are needed in Hopkinton? If so, what are they and why?
I was most impressed last night when I was listening to Dr. Kavanaugh explaining the intricacies of many of the programs. I found them to be extraordinarily progressive and definitely taking into account very much many of the specific problems students would have and getting them up to where they needed to be. I also recognize that there are problems that the vast majority of the administrators, teachers, anyone, particularly even in the world, that we're dealing with at this point in time that we never thought we would need to deal with. For instance, transgender, non-binary. Those are things 50 years ago, 20 years ago, were not on the table to be discussed in impact education.